two things, and they're going to tell you all about them now.
We made pancakes on Tuesday.
Now all the children had a little stir of the pancake out of the batter, and then we made some pancakes in our groups, and each child had a little piece each, and they all thought they were delicious. I think there's just one person in the class that didn't like the pancakes very much.
We all made our wind-up toys. We had a race. I won. This is how we won.
Would you like to tell everybody how you made them?
We had a match and had an elastic band, and we had a cotton reel, and we had a broken match, and we had a bead, and we had a big match, one of these ones, and
then you could put it on the floor and they'll move. Some work better than others. I think it just depended on the size of the elastic band that you used and whether it was thick or thin. The thin elastic bands worked the best, didn't they, we found? So most of the children used the thin elastic band.
We made pancakes as well in our class, and we had one each, didn't we? Made out of a little pan. I think most people like them as well. And we made them in exactly the same way. But in our little booklets that we made, we had a little talk about the reason why Pancake Day exists and other names for it. And Michael's going to read a little bit about what he wrote about why we do have Pancake Day.
I feel sad that I have done some wrong things. Pancake Day is before Ash Wednesday. In Spain and France they call it Mardi Gras.
With its remote control. Oh, I've got it. Oh, I'm showing you its bottom, I'm sorry. And its remote control, and he's written a little piece about what his dog is able to do when you use the remote control.
My dog can talk. My dog can wag his tail. And my dog can scratch. And my dog can see. And my dog can talk. And my dog can see. We've done a book. We made the book cover by drawing around into a white machine. We were doing magazines like this.
Good girl. Front and the back. I'm sure I should have done it. We fixed lots of our work in the middle. Lot more to go. Right, now then, 3 more people. Is that yours, Sarah? That's Natalie's, right? That's Sarah's. That's Steve's. Where are you? And the fourth thing that we did, we were having another think about robots and how they moved. And these 3 people are just 3 of the people out of the class that drew plans of the way in which they thought they could make robots so that they could move. Show you plans. And then they copied their plans and worked out where they were going to do the moving parts. And they used paper fasteners so that they could make their dog's ears go up and down, the tail go up and down. Sarah, show yours. Right, show it the right way round. She fixed it and made it so that the paper fasteners was fit through. And Natalie, show yours as well. I think they've done those very nice.
Well done, terms, and I know lots of you have. And we decided that we would try and make a game. And we've made marble runs. And we split the class into 3 groups, and we've had 2 small groups working with the small tubes. Katie, lift yours up carefully. Carefully. That's a very important word for this, carefully. Katie's got one group that hers has made. Christopher, can you hold yours up high, please? And that was Christopher's group. And not yet, Christopher. The other group was very big. And I think you'll see in a minute why we've made it carefully. Why the important word is carefully. Craig, would you like to read yours, please? Nice loud voice.
Our group made a small marble run. The marble got stuck on the stick. We had to send another marble down the tube to knock the stuck marble out of the way. We made them all right. We made a big marble run. We knew big tube. We knew a Stanley knife to cut holes because the tube was too big. We had to holes up the tube to make the marble to run. It was hot, heavy, and the tape kept coming off.
Pick it up. Do you want to hold this corner up for me? Robert, you're going to have to hold that up. Do you want to stand on here? Stand on the block. No, Kenneth, just stand around the front. Now then, this one was one of the hardest ones. It was very heavy. The children got tired holding it up, and it kept tearing where the tape is, and it kept getting stuck where the tape is. The trickiest end is where Kenneth is, and he might have to do a little bit of to get it going. Right, Robert, stand down the marble. And again. And because we're such a magic class, it's not a marble, it's a man. Somewhere in there is a marble.
Oh no.
Is it stuck, John? There's the marble.
These sorted out and put some tables out, and I went to class 7 and I said to Mrs. Walton, I said, now I'm going to get some tables out for every class to put their things on. Would you like a table? And they started to laugh and I wondered why. And then I realised how large it was. We needed an enormous table to put that on, so we had to give them this whole stage all for themselves. Now, year 3 this week have been making some vehicles. And they've been using some instructions to help them to make the bottom of the car so that it works. And then they've been making up some designs to make the top of their vehicle. And they can make a car or a bus or a lorry or something from their imagination. Now, I've got 2 vehicles to show you. 2 of the bottoms of the vehicles. They're really hard because we use the tools to do those. And then we've got a design there, and they're going to tell you all about it.
Yesterday I made a little bit for my back, and I made it out of wood. It's quite big. I made it from wood and some big butter, and we did some sewing and doing, and it was fun.
Vivi's decided that she's going to make a van. That's what hers is going to look like. Sarah's has got some sort of dragon-type head. It's a crocodile head. You've got a little long tail and a truck behind. And this is what Christopher's going to make.
some models connected with some models of the ancient Egyptians.
The Egyptians used to get water from the Nile. It's very important to Egypt to get water because it's a very dry country. Farmers in Egypt, they use the water to water their crops. We use 2 pieces of wood and some plank and string and plastic in it.
Excuse me interrupting you, which is yours here then? You don't tell us how it works? This is this was one of the difficulties, wasn't it? That the bucket should dip in the water, and then it fills up with water, and then the person's at this end, you swing it around like that. Is that right? And then it swings the water onto the land, and then you can tip the water out onto the land. But one of the difficulties was making the bucket heavy enough to go down, wasn't it? If you make it too heavy, the whole thing falls over, doesn't it? It goes up and down a little bit, doesn't it? Very good one.
And there are large calculators. And a long time ago, before calculators were invented, when they first started to invent things, to do things with numbers, so you have a number and you add something to it, you take something away, they were probably about this size. And in fact, if you had a computer, the first computers might have filled half of this room, which you probably can't imagine if you've got one at home on your desk. So these computers, these calculators, are rather large, but it gives you an idea of how a calculator can work. And we call them function machines. And Liam's going to tell you about his design.
My machine is called a quadruple machine. A number goes in, but it comes out 4 times the amount. If 4 goes in, it comes out as 16. The number that goes in is multiplied 4 times. My machine is made to do 4 things. When you turn the handle, it turns the card and you turn the other handle and it slides down, and you move the other handle and it lands in a pot.
The name of my function machine is a magnificent function machine. Function is to put a number in at the top of the tube, then let go. It will slide down onto the bigger table, then onto the smaller table. It will then go onto the card, which will turn around with some hand power, then onto the tube. While the numbers in the card, it will be multiplied by 3.
Before we go any further, Liam, would you like to show your machine that you made? Okay. Can you show where the number goes in? The hole where the number goes in. Goes round the cog. Turn the cog, that's it. Show how it works. And the number comes out the other side. Catherine, would you like to hold up your machine? Can you show where the number goes in? And what happens? Say what happens to it.
It goes in there. It goes into the table. Then onto these tables.
And that's where it's changed.
Gets changed around. First cog, which is turning round by a handle, it moves slowly round as a normal teapot, and when it gets to the other cog, it turns it like that, then moves to the other. When it gets to the side of the light blue one, it drops into the tube and goes down. It drops out at the end.
Lots of cogs in this one, if you can see.
The number you put in goes down the tube, round and round the coast. When it goes across the first conveyor belt, it gets times by 6 and gets through the air circuit onto some more codes and down onto the last conveyor belt, which gets down.
Where do you put the number in? At the top, it goes all the way around these cogs. Down here, round there, now to the bottom.
My machine is called a computer machine. It's made out of electric box, bits of wire, cubes, cards, it's film cubes, it goes
Oh. It comes out the other side.